I'ma tell you a story, you probably heard it before, about a pretty little girl in this cold, cruel world, born to a junkie mother who was always at war. With the needle in her arm that she was never above, but still had enough to fall in love. With the drunken father who was constantly loaded, and if she didn't have him, she would've never exploded. 9 months later, baby came out with her umbilical cord around her neck and her face blue, screaming for help. But they got it unwrapped and she came back, she was good as new. But as the years passed, she could tell the difference between other children and herself. She was diagnosed with multiple illnesses, ADHD and bipolar, epileptic seizures. She couldn't take the torture. Now she's taking medicine to stay in line. Doctor after doctor, they just mess with her mind. Every time she goes to school, she's getting picked on from all the side effects of the medication she's on. The students never seem to stop the way that they act. So one day she told her dad, and this is how he reacts. He said, you gotta put your dukes up, you gotta fight back, 'cause if you don't, they'll never leave you alone, and that's a fact. Bring a note from the principal saying that you ain't expelled or you ain't allowed back. She didn't believe him, but she listened anyway. Till one day she found a new reason to get up every day. She got a boyfriend, she fell in love. He told her how pretty she was and that she was the only girl he was thinking of. He was perfect, he treated her good, 'cause he was brought up the right way. Taught how to treat a lady, and she thought, well, maybe this could be forever. Possibly. So one day he told her he was moving to another city, and he didn't want her to wait for him 'cause he wasn't coming back. And the thought of a long distance relationship just didn't sound that appealing. So they said their goodbye, she was devastated, and that made it easy for her to get manipulated by this new guy who stepped in. And from the first time she met him, she thought he was a dream. He was in a rock band, played the guitar, he was a local rock star. She was mesmerized and he took advantage of that. He was wise, and once she gave him her virginity, he was satisfied. She was so confused, she didn't know what to do. She didn't know if it was love or she was being used. And he told her that he loved her and she believed it, and it was easy for him to cheat on her and get away with it. And when she found out, she didn't say a word, she just accepted it. And he would get a quick fix, 'cause he would beat on her and she would go right back. And all the signs were there, but she ignored all of that, 'cause he was so good at apologizing, so good at telling her it would never happen again. But it always did, and she would pretend like she was leaving for good, but always came back in the end. But one day she finally woke up and opened her eyes. She realized that everything he ever told her was lies. So she packed her bags and walked out the door. She said, I'm never coming back, and I'm gonna make sure you'll never find me. And you can try all you want, but there's no point, and I don't care if you have to run. And she never turned back, she never called again. She knew she deserved better, and that was the end. And as the years passed, she fell in love with herself. She never needed a man to help with her wealth. And now she's doing fine, now she's doing great. Now she's living life and got the whole world to take. And this story is true, so if you're feeling blue, you gotta hang on, 'cause there's something out there for you.